So, this phrase from the Mundaka Upanishad found a rather unexpected second life in modern India. Popularized during freedom movement by Pandit Madan Mohan Malviya, it eventually became so closely woven to the machinery of the Republic that you encounter it on everything from official documents to money in your wallet. Interestingly, its Latin equivalent, Veritas Vincit, serves as the national motto of Czech Republic. What phrase are we looking for? Think of a phrase which is quite a backbone of the identity for the Republic of India and whose Latin equivalent, Veritas Vincit, can also be found as the national motto of Czech Republic. So one of the origins of one of the things we find every day in our lives. So moving on to question 12. Okay, so in most villages, dusty patches of ground are simply places for children to play. In one village near Jalandhar, it became the unlikely nursery for a sporting dynasty, producing over 300 players and 14 Olympians, with 7 players from the village even appearing at the same Olympic Games. With no glamorous academies or sophisticated facilities, what sport became so deeply embedded in the life of Sansarpur? So this is this village called Sansarpur, and you have to tell me what sport is it associated to. And you can see to an extent that it has produced over 300 players and 14 Olympians. So think of a sport where India has majorly shown a dominance in the history, and again, it even got us a medal in one of the recent Olympics. For everyone, just a reminder: there are no negatives, so you can feel free to guess. And I, as the quiz moderator, would advise everyone to not leave any question blank, and you can just guess and just use the power of a brain to show us your creative responses. So let's move to question 13. So the British transported workers from Hindi belt of India to labor on estates across the Caribbean, sparking a cultural blend between Indian and Caribbean traditions. This fusion gave a rise to a distinctive musical style known as X music, which combined elements of Indian folk tunes, especially Bhojpuri melodies, while the vibrant rhythms of Caribbean calypso and soca. The genre was named after an Indian dish. A title perfectly reflected its nature as a harmonious mix of diverse influences. So you have to tell me what was this music called? As you can see, X music, where X stands for a condiment, usually served with the dishes. So think two cultures mixing together. What can it produce, which can be classified as a condiment? So this is one of the questions where you can just use the power of your brains to get to the answer. Just two cultures mixing, and that is all. Two cultures mixing and giving you a new flavor. So let's move to question 14, the penultimate question. Its symbol is designed to suggest motion rather than stillness. An upward arrow captures the idea of pushing beyond physical and mental barriers, while the names appears in both Devanagari and English. Even the English lettering is styled to echo the Devanagari form, making the two scripts feel like parts of the same identity. This vibrant emblem belongs to the which Indian organization headquartered at Bengaluru. Think of Indian organization working for India's future dominance and headquartered in Bangalore. What can this be? An organization that has always been in use for India's development. And here we have a question. So, waiting for 10 more seconds, and then we move to the final question. So yes, can we move to the last question? After India became independent, Bhopal was one of the last princely states to join India. Nawab Hamidullah Khan wanted Bhopal to stay separate, which caused protests in Delhi in December 1948. Because of these protests, important leaders, including X, who later became the president of India, were arrested on January 23, 1949. X was put in jail for 8 months for breaking rules about public meetings. Later, the leader was released when the Nawab agreed to join Bhopal with India on April 30, 1949. You have to tell me who is this leader who later went on to become the president of India. One of the fact based questions of the quiz. And after this, we will be moving on. We will be doing a rerun for the quiz. We won't be staying there on the questions for so long, but it is quite good if someone has missed any question, they can just fill it in their Google form. Can we move back to slide one, please? So, yes, now we will rerun the quiz and then we'll ask you to submit your responses and then we'll again move on for the answer reveal. So, question one, you have to just tell me what is this place, which literally translates to place of many roses. Question two, uh, we have two lists. First, we have Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Karnataka, and so on. And formerly, we also had Assam, Bombay, Jammu Kashmir, Madhya Pradesh, and so on. So, what am I talking about? Let's move to question three. So, you just have to tell me a place where you will find all these six monuments together. Next question. Okay, so what place is this, or what monument will you find in these five places? You can connect that to astronomy, celestial objects, geometry, and that is it. Let's move to question five. So you just have to tell me what is this eight? What are these eight in a list? Why are they grouped together? So let's move to question six. Just tell me who is the scholar. Question seven. Okay, so what am I talking about? What first in the India was this film? Let's move to the next question. Question 8. You just have to tell me the name of this engineer who brought Anand on the map of India or even world for some places. Let's move on to question 9. So, yes, you have to tell me the name of the bank it was this movement was associated to. Let's move to question 10. So, you have to tell me the name of this triumvirate. Let's move to question 11. You have to tell me what phrase from the Mundak Upanishad I am looking for. Question 12. What sport is this which you would associate to the village of Sansarpur? Question 13. You have to tell me what type of music this is which was made by the fusion of two cultures. Moving on to the penultimate question. So you have to tell me what is this the emblem of? An organization headquartered at Bengaluru, constantly contributing to the development of India. And let's move to question 15. So, yes, you have to tell me who is this leader. Leader, you can look at the question. You have the protest and you have the aftermath for the protest, and you just have to name me the leader who later became the president of India. And that was it.
Any
Now,
for this part? Any other hint for the president?
well, this is one of the questions which are if you know questions, so you cannot guess the name obviously, but I would say think of the presidents, think of again not the recent ones, think maybe of the list of first 5 7 presidents, and you'll find him. So let's move to the next slide. And now I would request all to submit their answer forms. So we are giving you a time till 12:47, and we'll start the answer discussion at 12:48 sharp. So you have 2 minutes, and for we will be unable to accept any responses after 12:47. So please submit your responses, and then we'll move on to the discussion for the answers. Okay, so for the final question, I would add one more thing. So I'll just give you a filler. So think of the eighth vice president of India, and there you have it. So with 1 minute left on the clock, let's move on. So one of the last few seconds by okay, so we are at 12:48. So now we are moving to the answer discussion, and we cannot accept any responses after this time. So yes, that was all, and let's move to our answer discussion. So let's move to the next slide. So now everyone can unmute and tell their guesses, and let's see who gets it right. So any guesses for this one?
Nilgiri?
Siachen, na?
Well, yes,
Meghdut,
it
no.
is Siachen, Operation Meghdut, as you can see in the question. So let's get to question two. So what is this list of?
Legislative councils.
Yes, it is legislative councils. And let's move to question three now. Where
UNESCO
have you
World
seen
Heritage
this? Can you please repeat your guess?
UNESCO World Heritage Site.
Indian
Well,
currency.
not.
These places are
Currency
on
notes.
Indian currency.
Buddhist
Yes,
site.
I was looking for Indian currency, and that is correct. So let's move to question four now. What is this place? You have
Astronomical unit.
five in India.
Jantar
Jantar
Mantar.
Mantar.
Jantar Mantar it is recently in news after the CJP protest, and it has been in news for quite a lot of other reasons as well. So let's move to question five. What is the answer for this?
Classical dance.
Classical dance.
Yes, these are classical dances of India. I saw someone write folk dances, but that was incorrect. So let's move to question six now. Who is the scholar? Any guesses?
Vinoba
First,
Bhave. Vinoba Bhave.
yes, this is Acharya.
Vinoba.
Yes,
Vinoba
this is
Bhave.
Acharya Vinoba Bhave. And moving on to question seven. Okay, so what film is this?
Alamara.
Alamara, the first Indian talkie, and as you can see from the last line, speaking rather than relying on the exaggerated gestures of the silent era. So let's move to question eight. Who is this engineer? Any
Dr.
guesses?
Varghese Kurian.
Yes, this is Dr. Varghese Kurian, and from Anand, you could have guessed Amul, and he was the man behind White Revolution in India. So let's move to question nine now. What is this bank?
Yes.
Punjab
Punjab.
National Bank.
Yes,
Lal
it is
Bal.
Punjab
Sorry.
National Bank.
Sorry.
And the next question. As you would have heard it, it was Lal Bal Pal.
Hmm.
And moving on to question 11. What phrase is this from the Mundak Upanishad?
लाल बाल
सत्यमेव जयते.
सत्यमेव विजयते.
सत्यम जयते.
Well, this is Satyamev Jayate. And moving on to question 12. What sport is this which also got us
Hockey.
an Olympic medal?
Boxing.
Well, not
Hockey.
boxing.
Wrestling.
It is
Hockey.
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 It is hockey. And then let's move to question 13 now. Yes, question 13. So, what is this fusion called? Think of a condiment and then again two cultures fusing together.
Chutney.
Chutney.
Yes, it is chutney music. And then coming to the penultimate question, you have to tell me what is this the logo of?
ISRO.
ISRO is
Hi.
it? ISRO it is.
Indian.
And question 15. So who is this?
शंकर दयाल
Name?
शर्मा.
Yes, it is Shankar Dayal Sharma, as I had corrected, saying 8th Vice President and 9th President of India. So yes, let's move. So yes, that was the end. Happy Independence Day to all of you. We will be compiling the result and sending it to all. So thank you so much for joining.
Thank you so much, Ashwin, for conducting this quiz competition. Hope you got everyone enjoyed today's quiz competition, and you all have given your answers over there. We'll definitely compile the results, and we'll definitely let you know soon about the results. Okay, Abhilash Sharma, what I can see is he is very used to join our competitions, debate competitions, and quiz competitions, speech competitions, and all. Good to see you, Abhilash, once again.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. So now I have ended that. Okay, all good. Akshay Pratap Singh, those who are joining for the very first time, Yashas Tiwari have joined earlier also, isn't it, Yash?